Hey everybody, this is Dakshana and I'm back with another video. So in the video that we are going to be, like talking about each other. You're going to be asking me questions and I'm going to answer to you people. And adnala I started this called ni kelu. Na solren, but I answered a lot of questions that you asked to me. So on Instagram like a couple of days before I put like a poll saying that guys, we're going to be talking about insecurities. Tell me what are your insecurities and how you dealt with it and how much it hurt. I wanted to do this because every single person I know has a specific insecurity and they feel like அவங்களுக்கு மட்டும் தான் அந்த insecurity இருக்கு அவங்க மட்டும் தான் இப்படி கான்ஷியஸா இருக்காங்க about how they look, how they feel சொல்லிட்டு I just wanted to like let people know that it's very normal to have an insecurity and everybody goes through it and you're not just the only person who feels little down, who feels very bad sometimes about themselves. So I want to talk about it, share feelings, emotions, how sometimes I feel about myself and how other people feel. அப்படியே நம்ம பேசணும் அப்படின்னா ஒரு மாதிரி you'll be like, it's not just me la. So I wanted to do that. So I'm going to sit and talk about the three major insecurity that people have. First is height, next is their color, next is their body weight. So let's get on to the video. So the first thing one that people are talking about was height. Most of them were guys, okay. ஸோ எல்லாருமே லைக் கிளியராக அவங்களே சொல்கிறாங்க எனக்கு இந்த இன்செக்யூரிட்டி வந்து லைக் இருந்ததே கிடையாது. நான் ஸ்கூலில் இருந்தபோதும் சரி, நான் காலேஜில் இருந்தபோதும் சரி, எனக்கு இருந்தது கிடையாது. இட் வாஸ் லைக் அன் இன்செக்யூரிட்டி தட் ரீசென்ட்லி பாப்ட் அவுட் அண்ட் அது வந்து இட்ஸ் லைக் மேக்கிங் மீ ஃபீல் பேட். ஐ கேனாட் பி கான்ஃபிடென்ட். என்னால் வந்து ஒரு பொண்ணுக்கிட்டேயோ இல்லை ஒரு பையன்கிட்டயோ என்னால் அப்ரோச்சே பண்ண முடியல. தட் kind of மேக்ஸ் மீ லைக் ஃபீல் பேட் அபவுட் மை செல்ஃப் அப்படி சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. அண்ட் தேவர் லைக் ஹைட் இஸ் நாட் சம்திங் தட் வி கேன் கண்ட்ரோல் பட் ஸ்டில் வந்து லைக் ஐ டோன்ட் நோ வாட் டு டூ அபவுட் இட். தேவர் லைக் ஐ யூஸ் டு பி அ வெரி கான்ஃபிடென்ட் பர்சன். ஆனால் இப்போ வந்து எல்லாருமே வந்து ஹைட்னு சொல்லி எனக்கு என் மேலே இந்த கான்ஃபிடென்ஸே லைக் ஐ கேன் even look in the mirror and love myself அப்படின்லாம் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தாங்க, which is very like sad because I've also been there. But height and feel பண்ணலனாலும் I had other stuff that I feel which I will talk about. But ஆனால் எனக்கு ஒரு மாதிரி இப்படி சொல்லும்போது I felt genuinely very bad, okay, because I get where they come from, okay. Be height அப்படின்ற ஒரு ஃபேக்டர் வந்து was not at all a huge deal for the past how many ever years I don't know, but we have never been like bro I need a 6 feet guy, 6 feet tall guy, 6'3", 6'4" இருக்கணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் நம்ம வந்து எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு இத்தனை வருஷமாக நோபடி ஃபிட், ஓகே. ஒரு பாஸ்ட் 4-5 இயர்ஸுக்கு முன்னாடி தான் பீப்புள் ஹவ் ஸ்டார்டட் டாக்கிங் அபவுட் 6 feet 7 feet டால் கைஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு பேச ஆரம்பித்தாங்க. ஐ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பீப்புள் கேன் ஹாவ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டைப்ஸ், ஓகே. பீப்புள் வில் வாண்ட் கொஞ்சம் பீப்புளுக்கு வந்து டாலாக இருக்கணும், டஸ்கியாக இருக்கணும், கர்வியாக இருக்கணும், தின்னாக இருக்கணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு டைப் இருக்கும் when their partner. That's not at all like wrong, okay. Everybody can have their own type, be it a guy, be it a girl. I don't at all have a problem with that. But I think on the standard, the opinion that we have in our head, அதை வந்து ஒரு நார்மல் பியூட்டி ஸ்டாண்டர்டாக வந்து அதை வந்து இதுதான் ஒரு ஐடியலான டைப்புன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்ம செட் பண்ணுறது வந்து I think it's very wrong because it's so unfair. You cannot put your opinion into someone else's head and be like, you cannot shove it up and be like, no, this is how it is supposed to be, you should accept this nu solradhu is completely unfair. And I think height is not something that you can control, okay. It's genuinely about genetics. Neenga vandu enna pannalu complan daily kudichalu it's not like you're going to be 6 feet 7 feet tall, and it's just about genetics. So enku or mari vandu something that is out of control for a guy or a girl, you cannot shame on somebody because they are tall, they are short, because it's not something that they can control. So adala vandu when somebody tells me that they're insecure about their height or something like that, I genuinely am like, bro, that's just so fucked up because they cannot do anything about it. And what I would tell them is fuck it, bro, like genuinely fuck it, because one day people will be like, this is a standard, இதுதான் வந்து ideal type ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. Next day they'll be like, no, not this is the ideal type. So people will start changing their opinions, their types, their this that every single day. And you cannot like put yourself in this cycle and be like, I'll be like this today, I'll be like that today, because they have difference in opinion. So I think you just have to like start loving yourself irrespective of whatever people say, because சொல்லுவாங்க தெரியுமா, people always give an example. ஒரு blank white paperல வந்து if you put a black spot, எல்லாரும் அந்த black spot தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பார்ப்பாங்க, மீதி இருக்க அந்த கம்ப்ளீட்லி இருக்க white spot வந்து யாரும் பார்க்க மாட்டாங்க. எல்லாரும் அப்படி தான், ஓகே. ஈவன் if you become tall next day, if you have like if God grants your vision is like, okay bro, you will be 6'3" today, you will 6'3" வந்து நீங்கள் நாளைக்கு வந்து you will become that tall அப்படின்னாலும் people will find something else to pull you down. So it's always like, it's like a loop. So அதனால if you get into the loop, if you're always like um, conscious about what other people think about you, what opinion they have about you, I think you cannot come out of it. So அதனால you just have to, I know it takes a lot of time, I know it's very easy for me to be like, no bro, you have to be confident, love yourself, I know, but it's genuinely like small steps. I think uh, tiny steps எடுத்து if you start loving yourself and appreciating yourself for how you look and how you genuinely feel, I think that's all that matters at the end of the day. Whatever people say, just don't care, don't give a damn. ஏன்னா என்னத்தையாச்சும் சொல்லிட்டே தான் இருப்பாங்க. So it's not all worth it. It's not worth letting yourself feel so low. It's not okay. It's not all okay. Next thing one is something that I can relate a lot. It's about being dusky. Okay, a lot of guys, girls were like, I've always been very insecure about my color. நானே sometimes ரொம்ப கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டாக இருந்தாலும் யாராவது ஏதாவது சொல்கிறாங்க, லைக் நீ கருப்பாக இருந்தாலும் கலையாக இருக்க, இல்லைனா they have nicknames, காலா, கருப்பி, blacky, this that. What do I do about it? அப்படி சொல்லி என்கிட்ட கேட்டாங்க. This is something that I can relate to. So I think it's not like I cannot give you guys like tips and tricks and be like, if you do this, that's all, your insecurity will go. அப்படின்னு உண்மையிலே அப்படி எதுவுமே கிடையாது. It's all like in the process, you just have to take some time. It will take so much time to heal yourself, love yourself. So yeah, I'll tell you how I felt, okay, from a very young age. நான் சின்ன வயசுலேருந்து, honestly speaking, என் ஃபேமிலியில், அதாவது என் அம்மா அப்பா ஏன்னா, they have never made me feel that way because my dad was a very dusky guy. My brother is also dusky and I'm dusky. So I've never in my family been like, oh, நீ கொஞ்சம் வெள்ளையா ஆகலாம், நீ இது பண்ணா நீ வெள்ளையாக அப்படின்னு என்கிட்ட சொன்னதே கிடையாது. They've always been that proud, oh my god, we are dusky அப்படி சொல்லிட்டு அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஃபேமிலியாக தான் இருந்தாங்க. பட் அப்படி இருந்தாலும் எனக்கு அந்த இன்செக்யூரிட்டி இல்லைலாம் கிடையாது. ஓகே, பிகாஸ் the moment I step out of my house, there were people who were always like, நீ கருப்பாக இருந்தா எப்படி இருக்க அப்படி இருக்க. என் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் என்னை பிளாக்கி, கருப்பி, காலா சொல்கிறது, இல்லைனா when I'm standing in some dark place, they'll be like, bro, I can't even see you, I can only see your teeth. இல்லைனா ஏதாச்சும் யூடியூப் வீடியோ பார்க்கும்போது some ரொம்ப டார்க்கான ஒரு பர்சன் இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா, they'll be like, Dakshana, that is you அப்படின்லாம் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. And I've always felt very insecure and very conscious about it. I've even sat and prayed to God being like, please, like the only thing I want is I want to be fair. I think I'll be even pretty if I'm fair. So I've had days where I sat and cried about me looking dusky and all of it. But at the end of the day, I just felt shittier every single day. Okay, well, nothing changed. The day when I thought that I am ugly because a random person said something to me, that was the day when I knew that nobody was going to save me. Okay, எனக்கு 12th standard வரைக்கும் அந்த இன்செக்யூரிட்டி இருந்துச்சு. பீயிங் டஸ்கி வாஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் இன் மை கன்சர்ன். எவ்ரி டைம் ஐ லுக் இன் த மிரர், ஐ வில் பி லைக், அப்படியே போட்டு இந்த மாவு அந்த மாவு, இது போட்டா நீ வெள்ளையா, அது போட்டா இது இல்லையா, புட் ப்ளீச், திஸ் தட், ஐ புட் எவ்ரி திங், நத்திங் ஹேப்பன். See, honestly speaking, one day, I don't know, out of the blue, I decided that I'm not going to make myself feel that way, okay? Because எனக்கு ஒரு மாதிரி I've been with myself from day one, okay? From a very young age, when I was happy, when I was sad, when I felt bad, when I was confident, every single part of me, the only person that was with me was me. So எனக்கு ஒரு மாதிரி, I don't want to be that person who looked in the mirror and felt ugly or felt like, oh my god, she looks like this, I'm like this, I'm like that, and so I don't want to look at myself and feel so, discussing about myself because a random person said that. இப்போ இது எனக்குள்ளே ஒரு கான்ஷியஸ்னஸ் இருந்துச்சுன்னா கூட I'll be like, okay, it's on me, but it has never been like that. நான் சந்தோஷமாக தான் இருந்தேன். எனக்கு மற்ற ஒரு பர்சனோட ஒப்பீனியன் தான் it's always been bothering me. ஸோ எனக்கு ஒரு மாதிரி bro, I'm not going to do that to myself, and I'm not going to do that to myself அப்படின்னு இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ அதனால் I consciously stopped thinking that way. Okay, there's a saying, fake it till you make it. I faked like I loved myself. I faked like I am happy with the skin that I have. I faked like I felt like I'm the most prettiest woman in this world. And you know what happened? I made it. There is not one nerve or one cell in my body that hates this color in my face right now, honestly speaking. Whoever says anything, irrespective, even in comment section, Instagram, there will be like n number of people who still shame me for being this dusky chick. But I honestly don't care about it anymore because I have healed it. I've healed it very consciously. I've forced myself to not think like that. I always, watched stuffs where, I watched relatable videos where people were like, self-confidence, self-motivation, this, that, self-love. I started feeding, all these information, details from people so that I made myself feel better. And, இப்போலாம் எனக்கு the the only main compliment that I get is, I love your skin tone. You are like shining. You are glittering. அப்படின்றது தான் எனக்கு வந்து இப்போ வருது. Because if you cannot look in the mirror and be like, Dakshna, you look pretty, or whatever your name is, you look pretty, அப்படின்னு உங்களால் சொல்ல முடியல அப்படின்னா nobody else genuinely will. Because from day one, எனக்கு 21 வயசு ஆகுது. Okay, 21 years, like, if a person who has been with me for literally 21 years, if I cannot love myself, it's stupid to think that a random person will come and love me and make me feel better and make me feel beautiful. That is just so dumb. So அதனால வந்து just understand that only if you start loving yourself will other people start loving you. And it's not even about other people loving you, it's just you all the time. If you are happy with how you look, if you are confident about how you look, if you feel like you're the prettiest woman in the world, fuck it, you are the prettiest person in the world, irrespective of whatever people say. You should have the confidence, be like, ஐஸ்வர்யா என்ன, சமந்தா என்ன, நான் தான் அழகு அப்படி சொல்கிற அளவுக்கு உங்களுக்கு கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் இருக்கணும். Because that's how they work. Like, if you go and ask Samantha who is the prettiest woman that you know, she's going to be like, me. Aishwarya, me. Zendaya, me. அப்படிதான் சொல்லுவாங்க. Because you should be the prettiest woman. யார் மூஞ்சி நீங்கள் நிறைய தடவை பார்த்துருக்கீங்க? செண்டாயா மூஞ்சியா, ஓ மூஞ்சியா? சமந்தா மூஞ்சியா, ஓ மூஞ்சியா? ஓ மூஞ்சி. So start loving yourself, bro. Like, genuinely start loving yourself, because it's not all worth it. It's stupid to think that a random person can bring your confidence, your love to yourself down. Because don't give that power to anybody else. Like, don't give the power to hate yourself. Don't give the power to not feel yourself, love yourself. And the power of யாருக்காச்சும் கொடுத்துட்டே இருந்தீங்க அப்படின்னா, you are never going to feel yourself. You're never going to be happy. You are never ever going to be happy in your own body and feel yourself. So the last major insecurity people were talking about was your body weight. எல்லாருமே சொல்லிட்டுருந்தாங்க that நான் வந்து I'm kind of like bigger than my friends, so they always like make fun of me. They're like, you look like this, you're like, நான் வந்து கிட்ட உட்காந்தாலே வந்து like you occupy half of the place, oh my god, please get out, அந்த மாதிரிலாம் வந்து சொல்கிறாங்க. And it always makes me feel very uncomfortable. And எனக்கே வந்து ஒரு மாதிரி I feel bad about myself, I cannot love myself அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. So I understand. I genuinely understand, because I have a lot of people in my life who are very insecure about their body weight. Okay va, so வந்து சின்ன வயசுலேருந்தே அவங்களுக்கு வந்து like it's people have trauma with that shit. Okay, நம்ம வந்து சிம்பிளாக வந்து ஒரு ஜோக் சொல்லிட்டோ இல்லைனா வந்து it's just a joke bro அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு we say something and we just walk away. Okay va, நான் வந்து I'm not going to be like நான் வந்து ஒரு பெரிய நல்ல மனுஷி. No, honestly, I have done stuff like that. I have made fun of people. I have made I've made jokes about stuff like that. I sit and laugh if somebody says something like that. So Andala, I'm not like a great human being who's like, oh my god, no bro, I've never done that. No, I'm going to be very honest, I've done that. But I just realized how bad it is because of the people who I love. And when they say that this is how they felt when in their childhood, this is how they feel about themselves right now, அப்படின்னு அவங்க என்கிட்ட சொல்லும் போது like எனக்கே ஒரு மாதிரி வந்து oh my god அப்படி இருக்குது. Because I felt so guilty about what I did to another person, like to சின்ன வயசுல நான் பண்ணியிருப்பேன், I would have made jokes and all of it. ஸோ எனக்கே ஒரு மாதிரி வந்து bro what அப்படி இருந்துச்சு. See, நான் வந்து திருப்பி ஒன்று தான் சொல்வேன். people வந்து ஒன்று சொல்லுவாங்க. ஓகேவா, இப்போது போன couple of years வரைக்கும் வந்து ஸ்கின்னியாக இருக்கிறது, லைக் பெல்லா ஹெடீட் மாதிரி இருக்கிறது தான் வந்து இஸ் த டைப், இஸ் த ஃபேஷன் ஐகான், ரன்வே டைப் அப்படி சொன்னாங்க. இப்போ வந்து people like want women with curves, with like அந்த மாதிரி ஹிப் டிப்ஸ் எல்லாம் வந்து இருக்கணும் அப்படி சொல்கிறாங்க. ஸோ வந்து it's gonna change. Even நாளைக்கு ஒரு நாள் they'll decide and they'll be like, இல்லை plus size is the next model, இல்லைனா வந்து skinny is the next model சொல்லிட்டு மாற்றிட்டே இருப்பாங்க. See, one thing that I want to say is, if you can change something about yourself, okay, if you genuinely want, இப்போ honestly speaking, let me come very straight, okay, honestly speaking, I'm a very skinny person, okay, and எனக்கு வந்து being skinny வந்து is வந்து ஒரு மாதிரி I am okay with being skinny, but I would love myself even more if I like had abs, if I had like muscles, if I had like like thick thighs and all of it. That's how I want to be. Can I do something about it? I can do something about it. So I always push myself and I try my level best to attain that ideal body, not because a random person told me that that is the standard, அப்படிதான் இருக்கணும் அப்படின்றதுக்காக நான் பண்ணல. That's because I will feel more confident, I will feel more healthy, I will feel more strong. So that is why I run. Okay, I go to the gym, I work out, I've been eating properly. அதெல்லாம் வந்து I started doing that because not because somebody else wants me to do it, because I was like, I would feel, you know, myself, that would be like the better version of myself. நான் decide பண்ணேன், not because random person told me. Okay, நான் decide பண்ணேன். So I'm sitting and running and working out for it. So if you personally think that you will like yourself better if you are like a little, you know, like chubbier, or if you think you will like yourself if you look a little skinnier, only if you like it and you feel like I will feel even more, you know, like myself if I'm like that, then go do workout, go do yoga, do pilates, whatever you want. Only if you want to do it for yourself, not because a random person is like, nah bro, you look like this, then you will only look pretty. அப்படி பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா நீங்கள் ஒரு நாள் வந்து ஜிம் போயிட்டு you have to work out for looking skinny, next day they will be like curves is the next thing, then you'll start putting weight and you. So it's again it's like if you get stuck into the loop, there is no way you're going back. You'll always be like, I want to become this, I want to become that. The next day you'll be like, no, I want to become that. So don't do that to yourself. What would your higher version, if you imagine your higher version to be like this, if I personally will be like, I want to have like a, you know, like 6 packs abs and எனக்கு இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா, do that, go work for it. அப்படி நீங்கள் வந்து உங்களுக்கு அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கணும். பட் இஃப் யூஆர் சிட்டிங் லேசி, யூஆர் நாட் டூயிங் எனி திங் அபவுட் இட் அப்படின்னா, there's no saving you. If you want to be something, you have a higher version, your ideal type for yourself that you set because you want to be like that, go work for it. Because I told you to do so, because your mom told you to do so, your boyfriend told you to do so, your friend told you to do so, நீங்கள் பண்ணுறீங்க அப்படின்னா ஆளாளுக்கு ஒன்று சொல்லுவாங்க, நீங்கள் ஆளாளுக்கு ஒன்று பண்ணிட்டு, then you will never be happy about how you look, how you are. You'll never feel yourself, you'll never love yourself. So I just want to finally tell you guys one thing, okay? Random people's opinion will change every single day. They'll always have an opinion, they'll always say something, because that's how people are. They always find faults. அது ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது. If you start hating yourself, you're always going to hate yourself. So take a step back. If the same thing, if something like this your daughter comes and tells to you, if your best friend comes and tells you, your boyfriend or your partner, your mom comes and tells it to you, and she's like, I feel like this because a random person said something to me, what would you tell them? Would you be like, yeah bro, go to the gym and change yourself, or yeah bro, you're ugly only? Will you say that to your daughter? Will you say that to someone that you actually care about? You wouldn't. So why be harsh, why be so rude, and why be so you know, why be like that to yourself? Like, you've been with you more than anyone in this world, so don't do that to yourself. Don't do that at all. யார் என்ன சொன்னாலும், at the end of the day, it's you against the world. So always love yourself, always look in the mirror and be like, I am the boss baby girl அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு சொல்லுங்க, because that's all that matters at the end of the day. And self-love, self-confidence, motivation, self-motivation, all of it, it's not like a one day shift. அப்படியே ஒரு நாள்லயே வந்து you won't be like, oh my god, I'm so pretty, அப்படிலாம் இருக்காது. It's a process. It has to, you know, tiny steps. அப்படிதான் அது நடக்கும். ஸோ ஒரே நாளில் வந்து உங்களால் வந்து லைக் யூ கேனாட் லைக் அப்படியே ஓகே ப்ரோ ஐ சூஸ் to love myself, next day I love myself. It's not like that. You'll have your days, you'll have your, you know, ups, you'll have your downs, but it's just you consciously pulling yourself up and making yourself feel better, because that's all that matters at the end of the day. Thank you for watching my video, and if you like this video, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more of my content. And if any time you feel like you don't, you know, feel okay, you want to talk about something, you want to, you know, like vent out, I always have my Instagram. You can always text me in Instagram. I always respond to, you know, texts like these. I always make sure that I talk to my people. So anala, feel free to come and vent out and yap with me, because I've always got you. So, bye bye.